We have an online direct-to-consumer company who they cannot really be called an arbitrage business because they actually bought a factory. Harry's, Jeff, please come on stage. You're also coming from New York, like Michael from WeWork. Share with us the story.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome, everybody. Super excited to be here. I'm Jeff Lipkin. I am the CFO of Harry's. We are a disruptive consumer brand. We're building a global multi-channel business in the consumer space. The story really is quite an amazing story. Two friends, Andy Katz-Mayfield and Jeff Rader, founded the company, launched it in 2013. Started out of a really acute story. Andy was at a drugstore and was purchasing razors and shave gel and found the process to be incredibly frustrating. The products were behind glass casing. It was extremely expensive. He didn't feel like he connected with any of the brands, thought they were all futuristic, and really just called his friend Jeff Rader and said, hey, I just had this experience. It was really a bad consumer experience. This is something that we should go disrupt, and launch the business. So really a very cute story, and really tried to address a few very simple pain points in the marketplace. We built Harry's because the product is overpriced, it's over-designed, and it's inconvenient to purchase. These pain points are really challenging as a consumer, and something that we think we can make better, and we strive every day to make the experience better for our customers. The global market for razor blades is just over $13 billion. It's really concentrated. We focus on, well, there's two segments to the market. There's the disposable and there's the system segment. The system segment is the higher end part of the market. That's where we focus our development. In that marketplace, in the major countries, US, France, Germany, US, it's about a $4 billion market. The systems component of that is really the biggest part. There's two large competitors who are well entrenched in this industry that control about 85% of the market. They also control about 85% of the manufacturing capacity. We are looking to participate in that business and create a better experience for customers. The economics of this business are really interesting. The vast majority of the profit that these manufacturers enjoy accrues to them. And so from a retail perspective, they're frustrated. From a consumer perspective, they're frustrated. And so in the middle is the manufacturer who has a substantial part of the markup. And when you look at that, how that translates to operating margins, it's amongst the highest in CPG, and it's about 2.5 times the average margin that we see in household products. So Harry's story is really pretty simple. There's a marketplace that's designed as such. There's, at the high end, overpriced, out-of-touch brands, really futuristic, outdated branding, very high prices. These brands dominate the marketplace because people really care about a good shave. You're putting a razor against your face, so they want to make sure that they're getting a good product. And at the other end of the spectrum, you have cheap, low quality, cheap and low-priced brands. These are generally really uncomfortable shaves. There's limited brand and equity, and therefore they have limited traction. And what we see in this marketplace is the opportunity to disrupt this, and there's a lot of white space in between. And what we're designing is what we think people want, which is really a quality product, a close and comfortable shave, and at an affordable price. We're doing this by creating a consumer brand. We spend a ton of our time and effort in creating this brand. It's really important to us, and everything that we do and how we think about the business is looked at through this lens. And the most interesting, or amongst the most interesting things, and perhaps so relevant here, is after 9 months as a startup, we decided to do what every startup does. We bought a plant. We bought a 94-year-old plant in a very rural part of Germany, which is an amazing facility, has a really vibrant private label business. And we learned pretty early on that vertical integration was going to be critical to disrupting this marketplace. And since we've bought it, we've invested nearly as much in actually improving it. And it's a really, really exciting part of our story. If you think about it, we have an e-commerce business that's based in Soho, New York, with the average age of the employees a millennial, and you have a 100-year-old manufacturing business in a former Eastern German section of the country, and those two cultures are coming together to really disrupt this marketplace, and it's really heartwarming every day to go to work and be part of that. In terms of how we're doing this, it's really all about the vertical integration. The Harry's branded business has direct consumer relationships. I mentioned we have the manufacturing facility. We put all this together and create a very unique dynamic in the industry. We're in constant contact through the e-commerce channel with our customers. Their feedback that they give us directly flows into the manufacturing, into R&D, and then therefore back into manufacturing. And so the real amazing part of the integration is we're able to make our products better every day, and we're continuously improving on the process, and we expect to be able to have the best products in the marketplace. And I think the best thing to describe how we're doing is the market's responding positively. This market, just to take the US as an example, the market is overall flat. In what's tracked, it's actually declining. And where we're seeing the growth in this marketplace is the online segment, which is where we're focused, and we've seen very significant growth. I think most importantly for us, we're a subscription-first business, and so our best test of how we're doing is the growth of our customer base, and we've seen a substantial growth in our customer base since we launched. That's it. Thank you. Appreciate your time.